Horchata, also known as orxata, is a sweet drink popular in Latin America, Spain, and parts of Africa. The drink is rice-based in Latin America, but in Spain and Africa it is made with tiger nuts, chufa. A traditional recipe always calls for cinnamon and water, but beyond that, there are hundreds of variations. Try brewing a batch using these basic recipes, and then get creative with different nut milks and flavors, like lime zest. Rice-based horchata. 1 cup uncooked white long grain rice. 5 cups water, 3 cups warm, 2 cups cold. 1 cinnamon stick. 2/3 cup white sugar. Cinnamon or cinnamon stick for garnish. Gather your ingredients. Authentic recipes call for white, long grain rice. It is possible to make horchata with different kinds of rice, just know that you will get a different flavor with different varieties of rice. Indian basmati rice is a white, long grain rice. Your horchata will have a more rice-like flavor, so you may want to add a little extra cinnamon to counter this effect. Long grain brown rice will have a nutty flavor. It will not taste like authentic horchata, but it could be a tasty spin on this classic beverage. If you can find Mexican cinnamon, canela, this will lend a more authentic flavor to your horchata. Canela is slightly milder than American cinnamon. Pulverize the rice. You can use a blender, coffee bin or grain mill to grind the rice. Try to get the rice to the consistency of a coarse polenta. This will allow the rice to better absorb the water and cinnamon. You can try to blend the rice with a food processor, but the rice may just whirl around and not actually break up. You can also grind the rice by hand using a metate, or corn grinding stone. If you can't get the rice that fine, just break it up as much as possible. Pour the rice, cinnamon stick, and 3 cups of warm water into a bowl. Cover the mixture and allow it to come to room temperature. Allow the mixture to sit for a minimum of 3 hours, or overnight if possible. The more time you allow the mixture to soak, the more flavorful it will be. If you have the time, it is highly recommended you give it a day to soak. Don't refrigerate the mix. Let it sit out at room temperature. Pour the mixture into a blender and add 2 cups of water. If you do not have a blender or food processor, you will need to soak the rice in water for 2 days, or until the water becomes milky. The horchata may be grittier with this method, so be sure you strain it well and mix it up before drinking. If you have a handheld or burr mixer, you can mix the horchata right in the bowl. Blend the mixture until smooth. This may take between 1 and 4 minutes, depending on your blender. Try to get the mixture as smooth as you possibly can. Strain the mixture through a sieve lined with 3 layers of cheesecloth or a very fine strainer. Pour just a little at a time, and use a spoon or spatula to stir the mixture as it goes through. If you have trouble straining the mixture because of a buildup of rice gunk in the strainer, you can discard this as you go.